Hello kids, in today's class we are going to start the chapter Perimeter and Area from R.S. Aggarwal. Okay, so let's pick these questions fast because most of the questions are there in the Ganita Prakash book only. Okay, so the first question is, in which of the following cases would you use the concept of perimeter for calculations? So basically we are given some options and we have to see that where we are going to use the concept of perimeter. Okay, and now we know that what is a perimeter. Perimeter is the boundary of any closed surface. Okay, so the first one is framing a photo. So when we have to frame a photo, let's say this is the photograph and you have to frame it. So here we are talking about the circumference because around this the photo will be framed. We have to put the frame outside the borders. Okay, so yes, this the first part, it talks about perimeters. Second, painting a wall. So when we paint a wall, we paint inside it, so it is more of area. Okay, so painting a wall is not a concept of perimeter. Fencing a wall. Fencing a wall means we are putting fence wall around the boundary of a field. So fencing a field is a part of it. Cultivating a field. Cultivating a field means we are plowing inside a field. Okay, means we are growing something, growing any crop or any something inside the field. So again, it is more of a area concept. So we will not take it. Then cleaning a plot of land. Cleaning is also done inside an area. So this also we will not take. Putting lace around a tablecloth. It is also talking about putting a lace around a tablecloth, that is around the boundary of the tablecloth. So this is about the perimeter. Then running along a circular track. So if this is a circular track, so the person is running along the track. That means here also we are talking about the perimeter. The last one is paving the floor of a courtyard. So let's say this is a courtyard and when we are paving it, so we are talking about the area. So again, it is not the perimeter, right? Next, question number 2, find the perimeter of a rectangle in which length and breadth is given to us. So there are 3 different cases and I will pick one case for you. Okay. So question number 2, first of all, we know that what is the perimeter of a rectangle. The formula is 2 length plus breadth. Okay. In the first part, length is 16.8 centimeter and breadth is 6.2 centimeters. So these are the dimensions given to us. L is equal to 16.8 and B is equal to 6.2. First of all, let us find out L plus B. Adding these two, it will give 8 plus 2, 10, 6 plus 6, 12 plus 1, 13 and 23. So this is 23 centimeter, L plus B. Now what we have to find? Perimeter is 2 into L plus B. Multiply this with 2. This will give us 46 centimeter as the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay. Similarly, the second one is length is 2 meter 25 centimeters and breadth is 1 meter 50 centimeter. So kids, listen here, what we have to do, we have to convert the units either in meters or in the centimeters. Okay, so the length is given to us as 2 meters 25 centimeter and we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Okay, if we want the length in meters, then we have to change this 25 centimeters into meters. So what it will be? It will be 0.25 meters. So length is equal to 2.25 meters. Similarly, breadth is given as 1 meters 50 centimeters, or we can write this as 1 meters 0. Or let me do it like this first. 1 meter and then 50 divided by 100 meters when we are changing it now. So this whole will become 1.50 or 5 only. You can write meters. Okay. So this is the length, final length in 1 unit meters, final breadth in 1 unit meters. Now what we have to do, find the perimeter. Twice of 2.25 plus 1.5. So let's add these two, 1.5, 2.25. This is 5 plus 2, 7 and 5, 3.75. And now multiply this with 2. So this will give us 2 into 5 is 10, 2 into 7 is 14, plus 1, 15, 2 into 3 is 6, plus 1, 7. Perimeter will be equal to 7.50 meters. Okay, so I hope you have understood what we have done. We have converted the length and breadth into 1 unit. In this case, we have converted them into meters first. Okay, and then simply just find out the perimeter using the given formula. Okay, so this is how we have to do this question. In the third question, kids, I'm leaving it to you. Just see in the third question what we have is the length is given as 8 meter 5 dm. What is dm? dm is decimeters. Okay, I'm just writing here a hint for the third question. dm is called decimeter. Okay, and one, your dimensions of this one dm is equal to 0.1 of meters. Okay, this is the thing which we have to remember here, the conversion. So now what is given to us? Length is 8 meters 5 dm. So when we are going to change it, it will become 8.5 meters length. Similarly, breadth is given to us b as 6 meters 8 decimeters. So kids, see, 1 decimeter is equal to 0.1 meters. Okay, and now we are given 5 decimeters. So 5 decimeters will be 0.5. When we will add, this will become like this. Similarly, here it will become 6.8 meters. Okay, length is with us, breadth is also given, then the formula. So this is the simple calculation which you have to do. Okay, so with this we complete the second question. Coming to third one, we have find the cost of fencing a rectangular field 58 meter long and 32 meter wide at 25 rupees 25 per meter. So what we are talking about is that there is a rectangular field whose dimensions are 58 meter long and 32 meter is the width, and we have to fence it. Fence it means we have to put a fence around. Fence it means we are putting a boundary. Okay, we are putting a boundary across the, we're fencing it across the boundary here. So we are talking about perimeter. So let us first find the perimeter. This is equal to 2 into L, that is 58, plus B 32, which will give us 8 plus 2 10, 5 plus 3 8 90. This will be equal to 180. So the perimeter is 180 meters here. Now what is the rate? Find the cost of fencing this at rupees 25 per meter. So for 1 meter, the rate is given to us as rupees 25. We have to find it for 180 meters. So what we are going to do? Multiply. Okay. So the cost of fencing field will be product of these two, 25 multiplied by 180. This will give, this product is going to give us the result. So this is equal to rupees 4,500. Okay, this is the answer. This is how we have to do this question. Third is done. Next, coming to fourth one. So in fourth one, what we have, the length and the breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio 5:3. If the perimeter is 128 meter, find the dimensions of the field. So kids, until now we have not covered the ratios. Still I'm telling you how we have to do this question. Okay, so it says that the length and the breadth, they are in the ratio 5:3. That means L this 5:3 is always in division. That means L by B is equal to 5 and 3 of the actual length of x, which we don't know, okay, which we have to find out. Now it says that they are in the ratio 5x and 3x. If the perimeter is equal to 128 meters, then what are the dimensions? What is actual length and what is actual breadth? This is given the ratio. In what ratio they are? They are in which ratio to each other? Okay. So now what we have to do is, we know that the perimeter is 128 and this is equal to 2 of L plus B. Here length is 5 times x, breadth is 3 times x. So this is 2 into 8x is equal to 128. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to find the value of x. So if we have to find the value of x, we have to move this 2 down. Here it is in multiplication. Now it will come in division. Similarly, this 8 was also in multiplication. It will also come in division here. Okay. So this is equal to x. So when we are going to solve this, we will have 128 divided with 16, which is equivalent to 8. Okay. So this calculation is giving us 8. Now, what is the length and what is the breadth? Length is 5 times of x, that is 5 into 8, 40 meters. Coming to breadth, it is 3 times of x, that is 3 into 8. This is equivalent to 24 meters. Okay, so this is how we have to do this question. This is important question. Now, coming to next one. The next one, we have done the fourth one. I'm picking the fifth. The cost of fencing a rectangular field at rupees 35 per meter is this one. If the width of the field is 23, find the length. So kids, this is similar to what we have done above with the little change. So I am just giving you the hint and then you have to pick this question yourself. Okay. So let me do it here. Question number 5. What it says is the cost of fencing, the total cost of fencing this rectangular field is 3850, the entire field. Okay. And for 1 meter it is 35. So that means if we divide this with the complete cost with the cost per meter, we are going to get the area which we have fenced. Okay, sorry, the perimeter. So we are going to get the perimeter using this calculation, because we have the entire cost of fencing it and then we have a cost of fencing it at the rate of per meter. This is going to give us the perimeter. Now we have the perimeter here, we have this value, and this is equivalent to twice of L plus B. L we don't know, width is given to us. So this is the calculation which you have to solve, where you know what is P, 2 is always a constant, L is what you have to find out finally, and 23 is also given to you. Okay, so this is the question I'm giving as homework. This is very easy questions. This is all just simple calculation. Also, the next question 6 is the length and breadth of a rectangular field are in the ratio 7:4. Similar question as of fourth one. So again, I'm putting this as a homework. Next, find the perimeter of a square, each of whose side measures this. So kids, now coming to squares, we know that what is the perimeter of a square? For square, the formula is 4 multiplied with the side of a square, and we know that all the sides of a squares are equal. This is the formula. Now what we have to do in the first one, 6.5 centimeters. So perimeter will be 4 multiplied with 6.5 and this will be nearly 26 centimeters. Okay, and next one is 5.8 meters. You can find this in meters. Third one is 3 meter 5 dm. So this will be equivalent to 3.5 5 meters. And now you can do the simple calculation, multiplied by 4 and get the answer. Okay, so the first one is done, and second and third I'm marking as a homework, this one and this one. Next, we have the cost of putting a fence around a square field. So now we are talking about a square field which we have to fence. The cost is for the cost of fencing the square field at rupees 40 per meter is this one. So we are given with the total cost, we are given the cost of per meters. Question number 8. So find total cost, divide this by the cost given to us is going to give us the perimeter, right? 5120, if we divide 5120 with 40, this will come nearly 128. Okay, this is the perimeter, this is the in meters. Now find the perimeter, this is the perimeter. Also find the length of each side. So we know that perimeter of a square is equal to 4 times the side, right? So if we want to know what is side, we just have to divide 128 with 4. So this is 128 divided with 4 will give us 32 meters. This is the length of the side. Okay. So kids, this is how we have to do this question. Next, each side of a square field measures 21 meter. Adjacent to this, there is a rectangular having its sides in the ratio this one. If the perimeters of both the fields are equal, find the dimensions. This is very easy, just that we have different steps to it. So what I am going to do here is, I'm going to solve this question, and this is one of the important question also. Each side of a square field measures 21. So I am writing side of square field is equal to 21 meter. We can find out the perimeter, right? Perimeter will be 4 times 21, that is equivalent to 84 meter. This is the perimeter of the square field. Now what is next? Adjacent to it, there is a rectangular field having its sides in 4:3 ratio. Now for rectangular field, for a rectangular field, the length and the breadth, they are in the ratio 4:3. Okay. Now the perimeter of both the fields are equal. So what it is saying is that perimeter of square field is equal to perimeter of rectangular field. That means 84, that is the perimeter of rectangular field also, and we know that the perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 times length plus breadth. Length is 4 times x, we have done this, 3 times x, right? So this will become 2 multiply by, I'm not just writing it like this, 7x is equal to 84, right? So 84, divide this with 14. 84 is equal to 14x. 84 divide with this with 14 is equivalent to x. That means the value of x is 6. Okay. If you divide this, we will get 6. So the value of x is 6 here. Now find the dimensions of rectangular field. Length will be 4 times x, 4 into 6, 24 meters, and the width is equivalent to 3 times x, that is 18 meters. Okay, so this is how we have to do this question, kids. Now next what we have is find the perimeter of a triangle. We have a triangle here, and we know what is the perimeter of triangle. It is sum of all the sides of a triangle. Okay, so we have to find the perimeter, and we are given with the dimensions. So this is easy, this plus this plus this, that sum will be the perimeter of a triangle. Next one, we have equilateral triangle. What is equilateral triangle? The sum where all the sides of a triangle are equal and we are given with one side. So what we have to do? Multiply this with 3 and we will get the perimeter. This is 9.4. You multiply this with 3. It will be nearly 28, 28.2. 28.2 centimeters, right? The third one we have is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle is the triangle which has two sides equal. I'm drawing one triangle here, okay? If I'm saying this is isosceles triangle, I am marking that these two sides are equivalent to each other. So let's say these two sides are 8.5, 8.5, and the third side is 7 centimeter. So now we know that what are the dimension of all the sides. We just have to add them. 8.5 plus 8.5 plus 7. This is equivalent to 24 centimeter. This is the perimeter here. Okay, done. Next, find the perimeter of a regular pentagon. So kids, we know pentagon has 5 sides. It has 5 sides and they are equal. So 5 multiplied by 8 is going to give us the perimeter, 40 centimeters. Octagon has 8 sides. 8 multiplied by 4.5, and the last one is decagon, that is 10 multiplied by 3.6. So the product, you multiply 8 with 4.5. Yeah, you multiply 8 with 4.5 and we will get it's 36 centimeter, and here this is 36 again centimeter. These are the perimeters because it is sum of the sides, so we can directly find it out. Now this is very easy. We have to find the parameters of the given figure, and everywhere we are given with the dimension. Add them all, you will get the parameter. Same here and same here. Okay, so with this we complete this exercise, the first exercise 12.A. right? And in the next class, I'm going to pick the next exercise of this book. So I will see you all in the next class now. Thank you.